Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. Of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on with you, man?
Tuesday.
Man. It feel like Monday to me.
I promise.
But I know people don't want that because,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I just went back to work, so it's just like kind of.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Just
Take
one
off
of
on
those
Monday.
days. That's what our girl said. Yeah, Monica. Just one of those things. Yeah.
Right. Yes. We're here, of course, to give y'all another great episode of the Mark and Will Show today. So, we're just going to dive right on into it, people. Y'all see on the screen. MLB playoffs starts tonight. You got the New York Yankees going against the Boston Red Sox.
Sucks!
Game is going to start probably in about another 10 minutes. So, all our baseball fans, brother, who you got with this game tonight?
Woo-wee. I don't like either team, but I think the Yankees are at home. And I know a lot of Yankees fans, so I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Red Sox.
Yep, I'm riding with the Red Sox too because I know a lot of Yankees fans.
Yeah, I'm going to ride with the Red Sox.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for you guys.
Right.
Hit a quitter, you better win. If you don't win this, you're going to stay home.
Right.
People going back somewhere else, but
Back
that's
and
there.
go vacation.
Yeah, right. So you better win. That's all I got to say with that.
Right.
But it should be entertaining
Yeah.
like that. And then tomorrow is, who is tomorrow?
They break it down right
The
now.
Dodgers, right?
You got the Dodgers and Cardinals. Wild card game.
You know what? If the Dodgers lose
OMG.
with 107 games win or something like that,
106.
woo!
106.
But you know they're gonna be mad. I mean, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
fans, because like we the second best team in the league, not
Right.
on the national side in the league,
Right.
and we got put out. Yeah, somebody's gonna get put out.
Yes, somebody got to go home.
And the crazy thing is, they're gonna have to play against the Giants.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna have to play against the Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, so that's gonna be
It's gonna
ugly.
get ugly.
Yeah, that's a whole different
Yeah,
level
it's a
right
different
there,
ball
man.
game. That's a different ball game.
Yeah, tonight you got 92 and 70, both
Yeah.
of them. So
Yep.
hey, that's why it pays to win the division.
Exactly.
When you don't win, you get in the wild card, and you got to play one hit or quitter.
Ooh, that's nuts, dude. Knockout.
Yeah, you out of there,
Win
baby.
or go home.
Right,
Literally.
right. With a great record.
Right. That's crazy. Now that's nuts. They go to show y'all baseball's way different than football.
Wow.
You can have a shitty record in football and still make playoffs.
NFL definitely can. NFL, we see it every year.
Every year.
Every year. See it every year. So, on that note.
All right, let's break them down with the WNBA, the all rookie list.
Yeah. All rookie list. So, the playoffs begins tomorrow.
Yep.
Right? Yep. So, all rookie list, you have Harry McDonald. From Arizona. That was like, yes, sir.
Like,
Man, that right there. And then we got Michelle Anwar. Sorry, I tried. She also got the Rookie of the Year. So she got there. Charlie Collier, Dee Richards. That's one who be styling.
Yeah.
In the 502 University of Louisville, Dana Evans.
Miss Evans.
Hey, congratulations to them ladies. Did they thing, and that's a big honor.
Yes, it is.
It is. So
it is.
They all ball and do what they had to do. But I'm glad to see Dana bounce back because you remember she got traded.
Yeah, she
did. Wasn't really used.
Yeah.
And then she got to Chicago. She's in the playoffs, rocking and rolling, doing whatever she needs to do to help them.
Right.
Even though she's on the bench, come off the bench.
Yes.
So, hey, man, shout out to them big time.
You doing you, Miss Eyelashes.
Should we hit what the show is basically named out first before we hit the game?
Oh, we can do that, brother.
All right, let's do this real quick. And actually, let me tell you guys, we do have 2 new segments, and not so new, but really new how we're going to do it.
Right.
It's going to be joining us at 8:30 and 8:45. So, right here, Mr. Urban Meyer, Coach Urban Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
It took me forever to think of a topic or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I know I had to keep it clean.
Yes.
I had to keep it clean. So I decided, let me give some of the, Mr. Nick Cannon. Wow now.
Wow
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a video that broke out. When was that? That was either yesterday or Sunday. One of them.
Yeah.
He's getting a lap dance from somebody, like we said, that's not his wife.
That's not his wife.
Totally inappropriate what he's doing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Got caught. First of all, you're a head coach of national football.
Right.
I ain't saying they don't party, whatever, but you need to be discreet in what you do. And now, you and I both pretty much agree that I think it's just a matter of time for that. That hammer drops
out of there.
That it came to agreement.
Mm-hmm.
And will Charlie Strong be the next coach? Because Charlie Strong's on that staff. This would be quicker than Bobby Petrino's exit for Atlanta, right?
Yes, it would.
They said real quick, and I know we strapped for time on a lot of things. They said real quick that instead of addressing the whole team, he broke them down in position groups because he didn't want everybody together clowning or whatever. He wanted to do that. Also, when he was talking about the reasons and different stuff like that, he brought up how he told Trevor Lawrence to be good on his bachelor party in Vegas. Like, surround yourself. Why you got to bring him in the mix, bro?
He did nothing.
You did it.
Right.
You embarrassed the Jags, bro.
Players under the bus.
Yeah. Man, he's out of there, bro. They said reports was players was laughing, getting his stuff. He's saying this stuff, and he's like, actually, he said, yeah, and he heard it. They was like, yeah, he heard me laughing at him. Yeah, they like, they have no trust in him. They said they didn't have it before. His credibility was shot. Now it's really non-existent.
He might not coach Sunday. You done lost your locker room.
Oh, the locker room's gone. Yeah, right.
Your coaching career is done.
It's gone. He can go back to college. He can go to Miami or somebody who's struggling. Oh, Florida State.
That is nuts. You should have never went to the pros. Should have just kept yourself where you was at broadcasting.
But you know how they get that itch, and like, hey, I wanted to give it a try, but I didn't agree with this hire anyway.
Right.
His style anyway. I mean, he'd have had to surround himself with nothing.
Desperate.
But assistant coaches, the NFL. I mean, I'm pretty sure he does got that, but what you gonna do? So he was just gonna oversee, and he probably thought that I got people in position, but you didn't know that everybody got one of these.
Right.
One of these cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
everywhere.
They gonna get you.
And
they got them.
Yes, they did. Jeez, that was,
Yeah, that was silly. So locker room's gone. Everything is gone. And
good luck at your next position that you're at.
Well, he'll go to Fox real quick or something like that.
Yeah, go get a job.
But the famous saying, one of the famous sayings on the Mark and Will show, Urban Meyer, you are
Done, done.
done, done, dog.
Good luck, player. You ain't in NFL no more.
Don't deserve it. Didn't deserve it from the get-go.
All right. We had a Monday night football game last night where the LA Chargers took down the Las Vegas Raiders 28-14.
Yes. Good game.
Yeah.
Real good game. Actually, Chargers jumped on the first 21.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? They
did.
And then
Yes, they did.
third quarter,
Yep.
they try to come back.
They
The
tried.
Raiders tried to came back.
They tried.
But Tipper's gonna do what he does.
He is.
We always talk
That
about
boy's sweet, man.
Good player is, he really is,
Mm-hmm.
and his projection is ridiculous. It's off the charts.
Yep.
But when you got Eckler doing what he did, yeah, man, he ate.
A rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
117 yards on rushes.
Yep.
Carry, rushes. He probably, I don't know how many he had receiving. I know he had a lot.
Receiving, he had 28.
Okay, 28. He had a TD on
Yep.
that one too.
Yep.
So
Yep.
total of two TDs.
Yep.
A fantasy dream come
Yes,
true.
it is. Oh, Lord, yes, it is.
Yeah, but let's get into Mr. David Carr. Real quick.
Yes.
196, two TDs, one interception, pedestrian.
Mm-hmm.
Waller didn't eat like he normally eats.
You're right.
Ruggs as the leading receiver,
Right.
60 yards. That's because of that bomb, that 51-yard
Exactly.
bomb.
That's what
Otherwise,
he's there
he didn't
for.
do anything.
That's why he's there.
To me, they just need more than Waller.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jacobs is hurt. We know that. Jacobs
Yes.
hurt, probably
He's
turf
banged
toe or
up.
something,
Yeah.
whatever he
Yeah.
got. But you definitely need more toys, man. You need more because in this division, what they got ain't gonna get it now. They might beat you at the crib or
Right.
be close or whatever. I'm not saying they're a bad team. They a good team, but they still missing some pieces.
Yeah, and that's because Chucky put all of his thoughts and heart into Ruggs. He thought Ruggs was going to come in and be a difference maker, but Ruggs is just a straight shooter. It ain't going to work every game.
You had because this is the second year, right?
Yes.
So that draft you had CeeDee Lamb,
Yep.
Ruggs,
Yep.
and then who's the other?
You had somebody from
Jefferson.
man.
Yeah, Jefferson from Minnesota.
What's his name? Judy. The
Yeah,
other dude from,
Judy. Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had Judy.
Yes.
You had Judy, Ruggs,
Yep.
CeeDee Lamb. They was all ranked at
Yeah, they was all
and
right.
Jefferson
Yes.
from Minnesota.
Yes, from Minnesota.
From LSU.
Yep.
Pick the wrong dude.
Picked the wrong guy. Bad draft.
Shit wasn't that speed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he love that speed. Now, that speed is cool.
Right.
If you Tyreek Hill.
I appreciate you though. I appreciate you because you allow Mr. Lamb come hither.
He most
You know what I'm saying? I like that,
definitely
so
did.
I appreciate
Most
you on that
definitely
one. But yeah, you kind of swing and miss. Them three, and
Yeah.
you picked the one that really wasn't even the dude at Alabama.
did. Exactly.
Just because he ran a 4.2 or whatever.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not.
When your quarterback is on the ground running for his life and can't get his feet underneath him, that throw's
Right.
not going to be good, man. So,
Yeah, they missing, like you said, they missing pieces.
good game. Appreciate them.
Absolutely.
Chargers they just growing. They keep
Oh, my
growing,
goodness, they going.
and they in first place.
Yep.
In the division.
Yes, they are.
Let me see real quick.
I like this Charger team, young team.
They're actually, they're in first with Vegas. With Vegas. And then Broncos is 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept, the crazy thing is this. Let me say this real quick. You have to get a big cushion on Kansas City.
Yes.
They're only one game behind.
Exactly. right. You right.
And let's the best defense in that division is the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by probably the Chargers.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say
they got
Chargers.
a solid.
Yeah,
They got a
they
solid.
I like both of them.
Offense, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody can put points up except for Denver's the least scoring team of that.
Right.
But you got to and you come for the king, you better not miss.
You better not miss.
And one game lead, y'all better keep winning.
You better keep going. And then when y'all play them again, beat them again.
You better keep going.
Beat them again.
Because we played this division.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
And the Raiders come to town. And I think we go to Denver.
We got that division.
Y'all do? Oh, okay. Well, I know we can put up points.
we definitely not.
I know we can put up some points. But, you know, this the whole thing. The end of the game, man, is going to be about the defense. Whose defense will step up and make enough plays.
Yeah.
That's on any team. So, but shout out to the Chargers, man.
Absolutely.
I feel sorry for Lynn, the ex-coach.
Yes, dude, because he just wasn't the offensive guy, man.
And we knew he was gone.
He wasn't
Once we saw
guy,
this cat,
man.
once we saw this cat last year, he was around.
Yeah.
Like, he's not surviving.
You kept saying
Even if, and he was winning at the end.
yes, he was.
I'm like, that ain't enough,
He
bro.
just he ain't got that offensive mind like little dude got, man.
It's toys, man.
I mean,
Once you got a franchise, you gonna want to surround him with.
yes,
Yeah. So
yeah. I ain't mad, mad at that decision, y'all.
nah,
Business decision.
no, it was definitely business decision, man. And
Business decision.
shout out to them. And I think Lynn's on. I don't know. He's on somebody's staff. I've seen him. He's on somebody's staff. Not the bird. He's on somebody's staff though.
It wasn't gonna take too long for him.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he's
but
still defensive man.
the problem I have is that will he bounce back? Will he ever get another look? See, you beat, we know why. So
And we know that.
bang.
Here we go.
Let's get it in real quick.
Here
Let's
we
get
go.
it in real quick. Last week's power rankings was the Rams, Bills, Cardinals, Raiders, Browns, Bucks, Cowboys, Chargers, Green Bay, 49ers. That was last week.
That was last week.
Yeah.
Okay. We good. All right.
So
Who was 10 last week?
10 was the 49ers. What's today's date? The 4th? Not 5th. 5th.
Today's the 5th.
Yeah. So, okay. You already trying to kick dust. All right. Out of this group of people, a group of teams, who's out of there?
Who is out of there?
You want me to help you out first?
Go ahead. Poof. Be gone. Out of here.
Yes. Yes, sir. Well, the Broncos didn't make it last week, and they're going to make it this week.
Gotta go. Damn, Teddy Two Gloves. Sorry.
Yeah. It is what it is, brother.
Sorry,
What do you think?
Teddy. Shit, this is tough. This is Tennessee gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir.
Tennessee gotta go.
Let me move you up, Tennessee. I don't want to take somebody
Right.
else out of there. Poof. You out of there.
Let's see.
Hey!
Ah, yeah. I don't even know why they was on the
I'm
screen.
gonna make sure we got enough. We just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Ooh, one
Oh,
more.
man, one was out of there, but you're out of there.
Yeah, they gone.
Let's see.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You know what's so crazy?
No, we got two teams. My fault.
Two?
Yeah.
Damn, I think y'all just cracked it, and y'all might have to go. Carolina. They just made the cut. They just made the cut.
They just did, but wait a
Who
minute.
you
Let
looking
me
at?
see.
Who you looking at?
I'm looking at.
Who you looking at? Who you looking at? Talk to me,
Okay,
brother.
I got
Talk to
you,
me,
I
brother.
got you, I got you.
Who you looking at?
I think Carolina actually is better than the Bengals.
I forgot they even over. I didn't even look on that side, dude.
But two of them got to go. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. They might
Yeah.
end up going anyway, but I kind of might want to put that about
Because Cincinnati beat a weak Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get them on it first.
I
Let's
can,
get them
I
on
can,
it.
yeah.
Bam.
I can
Sorry.
attest to that.
So Carolina and Seattle. Can we say? Carolina. Well, Carolina, Seattle, Raiders.
Oh. Yeah, that's tough.
Green Bay. Let me see. I know they bounced back. They actually 3-1. So
Yeah.
But we're going with the eye test on this real
Yeah,
quick.
the eye test is.
So Carolina, Seahawks. If I had to go, I think I think Seahawks probably had better wins.
Yeah.
Because they 2-2, right? Yeah, they 2-2.
Yeah, they 2-2. Because they just took down San Francisco.
Great win on the road, and they beat the Colts on it. They got two rather impressive
wins.
Yeah. I can see that. And Carolina only played Dallas. And
so they lost to them.
Hey, I try to fight for y'all, man. You out of there. You out of there. All right, so number one.
The number one team. Jesus.
Is it them Cardinals? They 4-0.
Yeah,
they put a whooping on our last week number one.
It only makes sense.
They was number 3 last week.
That only makes sense for them to be number one. It only makes sense. Number two.
Number 2 last week was the Bills. I don't think they did anything to change our minds. I think they dominated.
They most definitely
even though
dominated.
they didn't play anybody, but they dominated.
They most definitely worthy to be up there. Absolutely.
Let me see. Hey, Mom, how you doing?
What up, Mom?
Number 3. Let's see. We had Rams number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. This week's number 3. What do you guys think? Holler at us if you can. Comment. But that number 3 spot is kind of dangerous.
Who was number 3 last week?
Number 3 was Cardinals. Bills. Rams was number 1. The Raiders was number 4.
Okay,
well,
this week.
Yeah, and you know how we do.
Definitely not number 4 this week.
Right. Should we put the Raiders at the bottom?
My heart wants to go with the Chargers for some freak.
It's been wanting to go there. You've been leaning.
They just impressive right now to me because I look at it like this: if I'm going off the eye test this week, it wasn't impressive, but it was good. If we want to go off decent impressive wins this week, I would say I'm going to say these next 2 to me will be Chargers and the boys because everybody else really just got back. If you look at all the scores and shit, everybody else really just got back.
True. This is based on week to week. So even if a team win and everything else, it don't mean, you know what I'm saying, that they cannot be.
Right. And then, I mean, like, after y'all, I would say Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Superstitious. I'll go with the Chargers this week, number 3. I'll go with the boys. Oops.
It only makes sense to put them right there. Like, that right there. That's dope right there.
And all you like Cowboys fans, which I am, I know how y'all are. I know y'all said we beat them. We did beat them at 3rd place. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Browns, Rams, Kansas City, Raiders, Bucks. Seahawks. Well, number 10 is either Seahawks or the Raiders. Because freaking Baltimore, even though that score was, I mean, to beat that defensive team, I can't put them number 10 on them like that.
I say Seattle's number 10. I mean, it was a good win against San Francisco.
They bounced back because they weren't even on the radar.
It was a good win.
They weren't even on the radar.
Oakland had an off night, but they have an off night this week. Then y'all might not even make it next Tuesday.
Right. Is Baltimore down there with them?
I'm gonna have to say it because Baltimore really ain't impressed me. I mean, they got Kansas City, cool, but I really ain't. I'm not impressed with them yet.
I think the win over, even though they knocked them out, we don't know what it been, but hey, you put the quarterback out.
Yeah.
I think that was a good one. That was a real good one for them.
Yeah. I most definitely agree with that one. Hell yeah.
All right, these next. Hey man, hold on.
Do we got
too many teams. You gotta hold on, Mike. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we do. We got. Let me see. 1, 2,
we gotta get rid of some.
4, 5, 6. We got 6. So, yeah, we got 6. These two. Well, hold on. Yeah, I guess these two are out of there.
Bye.
Poof. Poof. All right, cool.
Okay, number 10, Vegas. That was easy. Number 10, Vegas. Number 8. Whew.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I can deal with that. They beat up Pittsburgh.
First of all, let's do what they need to be done. They effort.
Okay,
I mean,
that's cool.
all right.
That's dope.
These next 3 spots. What you think?
Tampa.
Tampa after them.
Hey,
It was solid win in the rain. It was a rain storm.
Yeah.
It was
It was cool. It was cool. Shoot, KC, LA. Damn, LA, y'all dropped. Y'all dropped big time.
Right.
But that was a bad loss though too for them. They've been dominating all year. Well, not dominating all year, but you expect certain things out of Matt Stafford and that type of offense that he got now. They
Right.
got high expectations over her, so yeah, y'all got to fall. It is what it is. But I'll give it to KC.
Yeah, I can see that because that was a big
Yeah.
game from LA, and they didn't
Yep.
really
Mm-hmm.
do what they supposed to do.
Right.
So that's on them.
Most definitely right.
Put them out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this week we have. Let me write this down real quick. We got the Cardinals, Bills,
Bills.
Chargers, Cowboys, Browns, Bucks. Is it KC?
Mm-hmm. LA.
LA,
Rams.
Green Bay,
Cheeseheads.
and the Raiders.
Vegas.
The Raiders, cool. All right. So, like I said, Market Will's power ranking this week: Cardinals, Bills, Chargers, Cowboys, Browns, Bucks, Chiefs, Rams, Green Bay Packers, and the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Madden.
What you said?
That's our power ranking this week.
So,
Tune in next week and see it's good.
let
Absolutely
me get a little
changes up.
beverage, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's gonna absolutely change up next week, like
Yeah,
it
like
did this
always.
week. It most
Always.
definitely changed this week.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
So we're gonna have this next segment.
Yes, sir.
You guys will be very familiar with it. We've done it before.
Yep.
But we added it on to the show, so it won't be something different. So let's see if I can pull them up. Let's change this real quick. Where we at? Oh, yeah. See if I can find my guy.
Find our guy. Bingo.
Yes. So what's going on with you, man? Hold on. Oh, you got to call back. We can't even hear you. You got to call back because we can't hear you. You muted. Cool.
Mr. Mike G.
So, Big Blue Kingdom segment. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dive into the Florida and Kentucky game. Big game.
Yeah.
Big game. Okay, let's see if we can get him on here now.
What's up, Mark and Will?
How you
Is that
doing?
better?
What's up?
What's going on, brother? Hey,
Not much, brother, man. What's going on?
hey, man. I mean, I see you still smiling, man. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff.
Man, we're still on cloud nine in Big Blue Nation,
Oh
man.
yeah, oh
What
yeah.
a weekend, man.
I
What a
get ready to
weekend,
get
man.
ready get Dan Mullen fired. You don't supposed to lose
He was pretty
Kentucky
upset,
twice.
wasn't he?
You ain't supposed to
He
lose
was pretty
Kentucky
upset.
in 4 years. It ain't supposed
I
to
know, man.
be the nation.
We lost. I think it was the last time we beat them was 1986, I believe.
Nah, this is the second time y'all beat them in 4 years.
Well, I mean in Lexington.
Yeah, but hell, beating them in Florida is more
Yeah,
impressive than beating them in Lexington.
right. But still, it's a better feeling to beat them at home and watch them leave upset.
But it's difficult. It's more difficult to beat a team. First of all, I would say this great win.
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Great win. And I would say this for the Florida people: I don't understand why y'all don't have a quarterback yet. I've
Right.
seen them or the state of Florida, as far as Florida State, suffer with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind
Hmm.
of crazy to me. But great win. I think Kentucky's offense needs fine tuning. Levis,
Yeah, we're
so
not there yet. We're not there.
yeah, Levis has a long way to go. I think
Hmm.
everybody got sold a bag of goods because he got Wanda Robinson, who's a beast. That dude right there, that receiver,
Yep.
is a monster. He's speed.
Yep. They do.
He's speed. And you got one of the best offensive linemen, line been there for like years, as far as years being real great. So the tools are there. The running game, Rodriguez is a monster. The defense is real good, athletic. Um,
Hmm.
I think there is some holes in that defense. You just got to make sure you able to
Right.
exploit it. Um, because my thing is when you play, LSU is offense is way better than Florida.
Yeah. Well, their passing attack is. Their
Yeah,
rushing
yeah,
game ain't
and
that
they're
good.
gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
rock and roll. So this, and then you
Hmm.
don't want to overlook because they got Georgia after that. Now that's a
Right.
whole different beast right there. That's a whole
Different
different
ball
beast. So
game.
you
Right.
go ahead and take care of LSU. Let me ask you, Mike. Um,
What's up? What's
what
up?
what are your thoughts on talk about the game, man? What do you think about the game that's happened? Then we can talk about LSU too.
Okay, LSU. Well, I think one thing we need to remember. I don't think we should overlook this team, even though they've lost a couple games. They're not the LSU that we're used to. But the thing is, they do have a great passing attack, as you mentioned. Max Johnson, he's a hell of a quarterback, man. And they got a receiver. I can't remember his name. He's a stud too, Boutte or whatever, and he's really good. But I think the problem with them is their rushing game is not that good, and Kentucky has a hell of a rushing defense, and that's going to be the factor in the game, I believe. But uh, I think we're favored by 3. I would take the over for Kentucky, but I definitely would be. Don't need to go. We may have that hangover from Florida and go into it and whatever. But I definitely think it's going to be a close game. But I think we'll win by like 7 or 10.
Yeah, to me, I think the problem is it has been a problem for a while to me. I still think the quarterback. Because,
Yeah.
like you said, if you're a smart coordinator, yeah, you give the handoff a couple times,
Right.
but try to keep the defense honest. But I'm attacking the DBs. You know what I'm saying? I'm attacking the passing games big time. That's how I forgot the D that lower division FBS school that hung in there
Hmm.
with Kentucky because they was passing. Uh,
Hmm.
but that's up to you, uh, Cohen. The
Yeah.
office, like you need to go ahead and put him in a position. Treat him like golf. I mean, he wasn't a real good quarterback, but you was able to
Right.
move, score points. Because it's not going to be too many
Right.
times where you're going to be able to block a field goal and score a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing we need to mention, guys, about LSU, they love Coach O. They love that
They
man.
Mm-hmm.
fighting for
Them players,
it.
and they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight for his job. 'Cause- So keep that in mind too. LSU may come out with nothing to lose. Yeah.
Yes. But let's go back to the big win. Um,
Okay.
talk about that, man. Talk about that as a BBN
Man,
big time fan, brother. Talk about that.
for years, man, I watching Kentucky football. To be honest with you, was painful. I used to watch. I saw many of Florida games when we had to win and we lost. Many a games, and this was so sweet to win in Lexington, to beat a team that's 10th in the nation. You know, and I just how the whole game played out at the end was just incredible. So
You know what? And you know what? Those are big games that you have to win. Um, and remarkable atmosphere just watching on TV. I saw a lot of great stuff. I mean, the fans was all. I mean, and Kentucky fans. You know what? They have. Even when Rich Brooks started turning things around, and one of the biggest reasons is stability. When you know you don't have
hmm
to go anywhere, that's the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a backing of the AD, and
yeah,
given the materials to succeed, Vince Morrow and all those guys, hell of a recruiters, got some solid coaches. You know what I'm saying? And you know they.
Hmm.
So that makes it good when I go to your house as a coach, and
Yeah.
you know that I'm good because I'm good if we're
Yeah.
6-6.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't no
Right.
pressure on my back. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So
Now,
that right there is
Mark Stoops.
yeah. Go ahead.
Mark Stoops has done an outstanding, incredible job with this with squad. Man, he is his recruiting classes. I keep up with that, and I noticed he was getting top 25 recruiting classes for the past several years, and this talent is starting to emerge now, man. And but yeah, the one thing, like as far as a quarterback, we haven't really had an elite quarterback in the Mark Stoops era. We're still lacking that. Hopefully, Will get better. But right now with what he's doing with defense, offensive line. Chris Rodriguez is playing great. I mean, he's done great with this squad this year so far.
Oh yeah, because everybody thought it was going to be a little drop off or some drop off because they lost some key players last year. I think
Yeah, yeah,
his staple is defense, and he knows. Kind of, it reminds me of Charlie Strong. If you
yeah, yeah.
have a defense, you're going to be in the
Good
game
comparison.
no matter
Right.
what.
Hmm.
And not only does he have a great defense, he knows that they have to be solid up front on the offense and defensive line, and those two right there are like top four in the SEC, and that's saying a lot.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, the sky's the limit for this team, man. And honestly, I don't think Kentucky's played their best football yet.
Right,
I think they're going to get better.
right,
As far as offensively, defense is playing it lights out, but offensively they can get better. So,
right.
hmm
And that's the thing about it that, and maybe it's the coin. You know what I'm saying? As far as your first year and everything, because I'm looking at this. Um, I'm thinking because it takes a while to get things started and rocking and rolling, but I'm thinking next year would be better. But say if Kentucky ends the year 10-2,
that's realistic, man.
are you going to be able to keep him? See, that's the thing about it because he's going to get a lot
I
of
think I.
he's going to get a lot of credit. And we know how
Mhm.
the NFL works. They ain't got no
Yeah.
problem coming back and somebody, especially McVay
Right.
people. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? That's my whole thing. I'm not saying he's gonna,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised if 10-2 Kentucky and win a bowl game, or even if lose a bowl game, people perch all the time.
Yep.
And even though
Yeah.
we know
Well,
as around the state and everything, even though we know that this has been building as far as it was good last year. You know what I'm saying? Real good last year. He done sent pro, defensive players to pros. My
mhm.
thing, the next step for Kentucky football, besides always got to win the SEC. I mean, which is hard as hell, but you still got to win it. Or even play for the championship. Let's say that. Let's say play for the championship.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
Absolutely.
start.
And I
You're gonna have to start putting some
oh,
the players besides offensive line in the league.
Right.
And I think
right.
Robinson. I don't care where he went. I think he was gonna be there.
Yeah. I mean, he's. I mean, Florida State was offered to him. I think last year, year before, whatever. And I think that was a job that enticed him. The NFL, I don't know. I mean, that's it is what it is. But I mean, right now, I think he's happy at Kentucky. I hope he stays. I think he wants to get over the Georgia hump. You get
I'm
into
not
that
talking about
that
Stoops.
that tier of Georgia and
I'm talking about
Alabama,
Stoops.
and yeah.
You hear me? I'm gonna talk about Stoops. I was talking about the offensive coordinator.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
No,
Yeah,
no,
sorry, I couldn't hear very well in this
that's
bar.
okay.
Um,
That's what
yeah.
scares me.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's hard to keep staff like that when they're doing well, man. Especially when because that's what you're a coordinator for.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a coordinator, I mean, you want to move up to a head coaching position. I mean, obviously, that's hard to keep, but I think if Stoops stays there, he'll always bring in some great coordinators and we'll be good. So
It is that when it's a revolving door, you can't get stability in your
Right.
offense.
yeah,
My
right.
problem with when you dive into Cohen, he was a assistant. He wasn't a coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Like he was around. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Doing the offense stuff. So
Right.
when if they rocking and rolling, who not to say okay, Jaguars or somebody like that, you can be the coordinator.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the scary. That's
Yeah.
the scary thing because I think
Right.
there a couple of years, 2 3 years, that offense is gonna rock and roll because he's bringing
Yeah.
more. Like you said with the recruitment, they bringing in more talent. They rocking and rolling with that. The sky's the limits, but you just want stability.
Yeah,
Defense ability,
absolutely, man.
because Stoops is rocking. He's going to run that regardless.
Well,
Special team is nice.
I'll tell you this though.
Go ahead, brother.
I'll tell you this though, Will. Sorry to cut you off. The game in Florida, man, we had some heavy recruits in the audience that day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of stuff that gets players to Kentucky. They see the
Right,
atmosphere, they see the stadium rocking and rolling, see us winning. That's recruiting tool, man. So I
right,
mean, the sky's the limit, man, for sure.
right. I don't know why you got Waka over though.
Waka flocka. I heard he only said
uh,
like three things and then got off the
uh,
stage or whatever.
was Drake busy?
Drake was busy. He'll be at the
I
basketball
mean, that's
game.
great. Say now, Drake, if you gonna do basketball, you gotta come. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what Walker did, bro. I was like, damn, what? It came out like, but I do like how they. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, because you their birthday, but they had him coming out with the team. You know how like boxing?
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah, yeah. He come out like Michael
oh,
Buffer. He said like three things.
like where we going there with that? That's good.
Wow.
So
I do love that song though. I do love that song. It gets me
okay,
pumped when I hear it.
I mean, I just couldn't get over. I was like, man, really?
You got
Yeah,
I wonder how much they paid.
but
They gave him a nice old check for
yeah.
that one, boy.
Heck yeah.
Will and Mark, you know what I really like about this conversation we're having?
What's that, brother?
We talking about Kentucky football.
Right, not basketball.
Kentucky football.
Not basketball. Yeah, not basketball. You absolutely
Nah, you know how happy I am right now, man, just to see the team. I mean, it was painful growing up, being a fan like I am, growing up, watching them lose, be the bottom of the East,
right.
bottom of the SEC, and it wasn't even relevant, man. But I
Real
would be
quick,
there. I'd watch the games. I was a fan, loyal fan. But now it's like sweet, man. So
real quick,
yeah.
before we go to our next segment, I'm gonna let you talk about your coach real quick.
All right.
So, what's going on with the coach, man? I know they had a big win. So, what's going on?
Uh, I think he will. You talking about like maybe for the next game, how he's preparing them and stuff?
No, I'm talking about the Indianapolis Colts, NFL, your team.
Jeez, man, really? All right. Well, I think we're getting all right. So now we're getting better.
Wait a
Uh,
minute, y'all won, man. How
we're
you
getting
get
better.
that?
Look at him,
I
Joe.
think I think I think I think the offensive line's a little banged up. Carson Wentz is finally starting to sink. Ty is probably not going to come back for a while. He's hurt,
Right.
so he's on the IR. But man, we got a tough schedule. Baltimore, we'll play them tough. Baltimore beat us Monday Night Football at home. They gonna beat us. So I mean, we got a tough year. I don't see us make. I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs this year. To be honest
What,
with you,
Mike?
I mean,
Real
just be
quick,
real.
Mike. Real quick. What do you think is
Mm.
the issue, bro? What do you think is because
Um,
I was all on you guys and thinking that y'all was gonna go ahead and
mhm.
rock and roll.
So was.
So, but then
Really,
but well, you know what? Because what kills me is the quarterback. We had that conversation before. I'm not a Carson,
yeah, yeah,
but so
yeah.
what do you
He's
think is the
he's
real?
still suspect. He's still suspect. I mean, I ain't saying he's the savior of the team or nothing, but I think the problem is honestly we just look flat all the way around. I mean, even the defense don't look that great. But then again, I'll retract what I said just a little bit. We did play the Rams tough. Rams were Super Bowl contenders. We did play them tough. We stank it up. We stank it up the first game. I went to that game. We stank that up, and then against Seahawks, and then we haven't really been embarrassed. I mean, we played some close games. Tennessee did kind of put it on us a little bit, but the Miami's down. We did go in and beat them at their home, which is good. But playing the schedules, we got a few wins. We'll squeak out. I don't think we're gonna make 8 wins though. So
Well, hey, Mike, thank you for joining
Appreciate you,
us.
Mike.
You're definitely
hey, no
back
problem,
on
man.
for the Big Blue Kingdom segment,
I
and look forward to probably talking to you next week if we can because you guys might get another
absolutely, man.
brother.
I would love to be back on talk about that LSU victory.
All right, Mike, I'll holler
Be
at you.
good, Mike.
Peace out, boys.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Great segment.
Great,
BBN.
BBN in there now. Switching
Switch
to
it over.
yes. Now we got the bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view. There he is.
What's up?
What's What's going on, man? I mean,
Y'all see me?
we popping today. We are popping today. How you doing?
What's happening?
What's
What's
going
going on,
on, Bump?
Bump?
What's good?
Nothing much, man. We just had Mike G on there gloating. He's floating in cloud nine. So
I know he is. I know he is. Hey, SEC is terrible this year. It's Georgia and Alabama and everybody else. I'm not giving them no credit.
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not giving them no credit. I can't do it. It ain't in my heart.
yeah, no, we
It
got
ain't,
you,
it
got you.
ain't in my
I mean,
spirit to give them no credit.
I understand that. I started off with that one real quick. The problem is Florida ain't got no quarterback, but
No,
I
they
would say
don't.
this: if Kentucky quarterback situation gets better, then they got some toys.
Yeah. The
But
defense is nice too.
the defense is and the offensive line, it's definitely and
Yeah.
outrageous.
They keep a good offensive line.
Big time, and they defensive line. They finally the key to success. They finally got an SEC caliber offensive defensive line.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
makes a difference, man.
the
It
big
makes a difference. When you can put pressure on the quarterback like that, it makes a difference.
right. So let's get into it. Let's get into Louisville.
Okay.
Louisville lost last weekend, 34-37 to Wake Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Tough loss. A lot of things went kind of haywire with some of these referees, but then also you had some plays that Mr. Cunningham missed wide open receivers
Mm-hmm.
Right.
for TDs, not just wide open. This for TDs. Bump. What are your thoughts on the game, man?
I mean, I seem like we get progressively better.
Yeah.
I'm taking. I mean, one step at a time. I'm taking solace in that. And so, like with the TDs, a couple of them he was rushed. You know what I'm saying? Which he was on a run, but you still got a lot. Put a little air up under those, and those was like you said, those were 7 points on the board.
Right.
So I mean, I like the progression we going to. Seem like the defense is getting better. Offense is starting to move the ball. The receivers are starting. You kind of getting kind of as far as receivers, they kind of coming along real good. So I
Right.
mean, I'm liking the direction we going. I mean, it's slowly but surely. But like you said, with Kentucky, we gotta get a D line, man. You got to get some pressure back there.
Right. Right. And,
And the offensive line, they not playing terrible, but
yeah.
they not playing, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
lights out neither.
They're average.
Right.
Pretty much average, and that's the key. That's how Clemson has controlled the league for so long because they have SEC
Yeah.
quality defense and offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And they got depth. When you have that, then you good. Now
Yeah.
they flaking. You know what I'm saying? The boat is
Right.
somebody need to kick that door in. Just go ahead and just smash that face.
But the thing about Clemson though is, man, they get 5 stars and four
Oh
stars. They
yeah,
might be done this year,
yeah, but
but
they ain't gonna be
they not gonna be down.
right. That's why you got to take advantage of it. But
Yeah,
I
get them
don't
now.
jump into that. But I mean, they come
Yeah.
to Louisville, so you got to take advantage of that. Uh,
Right.
so, what do you think about um, that call, man? That field goal that really should not have happened. It was certain things that happened in that game, but that
Right.
was a biggie. That was momentum.
And this is what I can understand. And I listened to him on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife was watching the game. My father talked back and forth. We said the same thing that he said on the radio. How can you get a playoff in 4 seconds when you in shotgun? I'm talking about the last play before the half. You in
Right,
shotgun. You hand the ball off to the running back. He runs in, fights for extra yards, and
right.
it's still 1 second left on the clock.
Wow.
But the rule says in order for you just to spike the ball, in order for you to hike the ball and spike it, you got to have 3 seconds.
3 seconds. Right,
So just hiking the ball and slamming it down.
right.
And you telling me you in shotgun and you had I just don't understand that.
And
I
also,
didn't understand that.
the rule also said that like when you review the play, you have to have more than I think 3 seconds. Like say I review it and like okay, 1 second on clock. Well, they winding it before you can even you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you still not have
Right.
time to call nothing on a review. They still not have enough time. And also questionable calls like when that and it drove me bad. And I know we had a conversation. We was going back and forth when Cole had an interception, got
Yeah.
to the 25-yard line. spun the ball.
Yeah.
Flag.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen that?
Another ACC game later on that night, dude got an interception, twirled it, spun the ball, nothing.
No,
One of one of Kentucky homers who's on the radio said, "Well, that's because there was no players around in the other game." No, brother. I'm not falling for that.
no.
That mental mistakes like that kills you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, and I would say this: Malik, the past 2 games, he's been rolling.
Yeah, he's been looking good.
He's been making some good decisions. But can we get Cooley in there? I need Cooley more, man. I need Cooley.
Don't look
Explosive
like
running back.
I don't think he's gonna get no tick, man. Not this year.
Well, he's playing. The running back. I'm talking about not Conley. I'm
Oh,
talking
you talking about
about
the
running
running
back.
back? You talking about the running back?
Yeah, Cooley.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Conley. I'm
No,
thinking
I
Conley.
know.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
explosive,
but
man.
he looks good, man. He looked good when he got in the game.
And I like the 1-2, but like certain plays, you call for Cooley.
Yeah.
You don't call for Mitchell. Like
Right.
I would love to see Cooley on more of those screens and let him just go in
You're
space
right.
and eat.
Because he's more of a speed back.
Right. Let him go, man, because there was plenty of holes open. Like, and I can see, like, you can look and it's like, dude was going like too busy being a thumper instead of that cutback lane.
Right.
You got to be able to get that vision and rock and roll, man. And
He's more of a power back, man.
yeah, and he's nice. I like him.
Yeah.
him. But when you in big boy leagues, you need an explosive back.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think
Right.
Clemson with Etienne? I mean, he break one, he's gone to the house because he's got that.
Especially when you know your line is not, you know what I'm saying, it's not like it to where they can't hold block for 2 seconds. So you need that quick hitter back to where he can get that hole quick and be gone.
Right.
You know, now if you're on the goal line or you know what I'm saying, you trying to get some tough yardage, bring my man, you know what I'm saying, let him go in and operate.
And I'm gonna say
But
this.
when you try,
When you got a dude on your team that runs a 4.19,
yeah,
they said,
yeah,
why we just not? I mean, granted, it was a crossing. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was really like a post type move or whatever. He came across the middle and he broke away from the tackle and he hit them Jets. Bro, how come you and I featuring him? Even though beginning of the season they talked about him, they talked about Earl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm in the lab like this, making plays for him, bro.
why don't you try to get him in jet sweeps?
Using like Tutu.
Like Tutu. What's my little kid name from down Kentucky? Little fat.
Wandale Robinson.
Why get him situations like that, man, where you get him in open field and let him operate?
Quick screens out the
Right.
receivers. Yeah, let him go.
And let him go.
That blew my mind because they've been talking about it the whole year. Well, you know, preseason they got Herwood. We really ain't seen it. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you see this dude pull away from D1 DBs like
Right.
they just stopped. We can't get this dude. Like,
No. That should be a feature receiver right there.
and the crazy thing, and you hit on the head with the Tutu thing because he's faster than Tutu and he's bigger. Like, dude, bigger than Tutu. Like, let this dude eat.
That's nuts.
What are we doing?
Because our preseason you heard from the coaches was we got this guy that can't nobody stay with. He's running past everybody.
Bump when
And then you don't feature him.
when he broke that long with, I started hitting like just to see what class he in. But like a sophomore or something. Like, dude,
Yeah.
feed this guy, man. Like, coach, we know that y'all really dictate who you looking for first or second or whatever.
Right.
Man, let this guy have a chance, man. Because if he break, because he's big enough that if you arm tackle, he's gone. Like he's out.
Right.
Because
You gotta feature something like that, man. You gotta feed kids like that.
And I love the 502 Jordan Watkins.
Yeah.
But he's more of a. You can see him in the slot. Let him go ahead and do.
Yeah.
Let Hurl take the top off, and let Marshawn work that middle of the field, which is always open, because he's got the best hands. He's got the best hands. Dude can catch anything, but you got to give it to him. He's going against linebackers, dude, that he can eat. You got to take advantage.
They said they was supposed to line them up. They said they was gonna line them up receiver, get them in mismatch. You hardly seen that, man.
Nah.
So
and when he is open, either old boy's getting rushed or he's missing them because Wake Forest game, he was open in the middle of the field
Right.
quite a few times, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, just give it to him, man. They can't keep up
Right.
with that, bro. But we have
Right.
enough weapons on there that you just got to utilize it, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
got to say,
And think about it, we so
God,
young, man.
Right.
We're so young right now. You know what I'm saying? Like at the special position,
right,
receivers and running backs be young right now.
big
So I
time.
mean, the future's bright. I mean, I'm gonna give Satterfield. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna give him another year to prove his worth. I mean, I'm you know what I'm saying? I want to win every game, but
But
like I said,
you
this
know who's
year,
gonna come back. You know who's gonna
who's
come.
that?
Malik ain't nothing but a. He should be senior. He should be out of there. But because of that COVID, he's like a red shirt junior. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's why they can't get these quarterbacks.
yeah,
Because no matter what, that COVID year made an extra red shirt. So
Right.
he's a junior. He's not gonna
okay,
get no NFL look. I mean, you know what I'm saying,
nah,
like that. So he'll be back.
okay,
Yeah, he's gonna be back and have all these toys and weapons. So I'm going back to what you said. Get that offensive line together,
right,
that defensive line, and I will say this: I wish Brown would have blitzed more.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Got to bring the house, bro. Because once you
yeah.
started roughing that boy's feather, he was throwing the ball everywhere.
And you know, every third down seemed like we rushed 3 and dropped 8. Every third down. Man, you got to put pressure. He was sitting back there, man, doing his taxes back there last week.
Like, it's
Man,
Clowney and Garrett, Miles on the end. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's not the bookends. And one of your best defensive linebackers out for the season, Monty.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like,
And
bro, bring the heat.
like they said, man, when you rush 3, you getting double teamed.
Thank you. That's so easy for
So,
the offensive line. They like, dude,
yeah,
passing them off, dude. That doesn't
yeah.
work. And I'm gonna say this
And
real.
your DBs can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't cover, I don't care who the
Nice.
receiver is, man. You can't cover a receiver for eight
And
eight seconds.
the crazy thing is, this is my whole saying. Out of all these 350 some teams or whatever it is in football, there's only probably maybe 5 that's NFL type. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like that's going to be really NFL. Why not make these quarterbacks throw players open like they do in the league?
Right,
Small windows, you're going to have to hit that window.
Yeah.
So
right.
play man. I'll play man to man, and I'll bring the house. And also, when you blitzing, everybody heads on a swivel. So that's a run blitz. It's such things as run blitz.
Right.
And run blitz turns into a blitz period that you can knock the quarterback down. What? Quit that cushion stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah. Playing 15 yards off the ball on 3rd and 4. I'm like, why y'all back so far on 3rd and 4? And he's just gonna play the sticks. He's just throwing to the sticks.
That's it. And all they gotta do is turn around. Thank you. And
That's it.
then if you that far back as I catch it, can you tackle? Because if you can't tackle, I'm gone.
Yeah,
And we seen it. We
that's it.
saw it already. Like, why would you even put your players in a position? Get up there. It ain't even got to
Yeah,
be 1 yard. It can be 3, 4. Do what you got to do, man. I love the press coverage because you knock them off the route.
Right.
The
right.
all this. But like you said, when you got three linemen rushing, I don't get that.
I never did, man. I never did. Because, I mean, you're not getting no pass rush at all.
Right.
And eventually, he got all day to sit back there and look, wait for somebody to pop open. I know one touchdown they threw on us, the receiver ran like 9 routes in the end zone.
I saw. Did a
Yeah. I said, man, he just ran a 2 route, a 5 route,
everything.
and a
Yeah.
9 route, all in the same
Chandler was lost. He didn't know what to do. He was
right.
like, I like
But
touching.
still, I mean, that's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No.
But Chandler, I like Greedy Vance playing over him. That's the freshman who started. I think he's a redshirt freshman, but he started the game and he made some plays. And I'm like, sometimes you just got to go with that youth move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Chandler's been here too long. And I know, like you said, it was that route he ran was ridiculous. It was basically ran an egg. He just kept going like a ring around the rosy type stuff. And dude was lost, didn't know where he was at. And you're right. It wasn't. He had too much time and all this kind of stuff like that. But that's when you bring the house, man. You got to get the dude.
You got to, man.
Before we let you go, we're gonna give you an opportunity to talk about your Dolphins. We just had Mike G on here, who was a Colts fan. Talk about your Dolphins real quick, brother.
I mean, Tua's hurt. I mean, we might have to call Cam. I mean, we should have jumped on Deshaun Watson. I mean, it's frustrating.
He's still up,
Every year I
brother.
start out. So you remember, the meme where Homer Simpson goes back in the bushes.
Right, faith.
That's us right now, man. I get to see the Cowboy fans relishing and you know what I'm saying Travis down with the Chiefs. Mark, I know you over hurting too, brother. I bet.
Absolutely. I'm crying inside, brother.
Hey, but man, every year, man, I got hope that we're gonna turn it around, and which is it's still early in the season. I
Still
mean, it's
early.
still early in the season, but man, we just got so many injuries that
Right,
man, it's hard. It's just hard for us to get over that hump. And then
right.
you got teams like the Bills
Take
coming,
care of
and
business, ain't
the
they?
lowly Jets even won a game this past week.
Right.
The Bills take
So
care of business, ain't they?
yeah, the Bills is gonna man, Bills is rough. Bills is rough, man. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna be the next couple of years. I look for them in the division. You know what I'm saying? Winning the division every year. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Yeah.
So Bills are rough, man. Then
Do
the
you,
Patriots.
let me ask
The
you this real
Patriots
quick.
still look good.
Let me
Yeah,
ask you
with
this
them.
real quick. I said, let me ask you this real quick. Do you think that Miami will pull the trigger, like to try to get like a Deshaun or Cam this year?
I don't think they gonna. I
Because
think
the only
them
reason, hold
and
on, Bump. Only reason I say that because sometimes you realize that Brissett is a number two.
Yeah.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's what it's looking like. This
yeah.
dude, I mean, because he's got the weapons that Tua had, and even though Tua, I mean, y'all was trying to get rid of Tua, y'all have enough weapons to beat the Colts. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That type of stuff, but the quarterback play, bro. Do you think they will actually make a pull and bring a Cam in, or Deshaun got to
I
trade?
think. I think with Cam, man, I think the owners are scared to pull it. You know what I'm saying? Take a chance on a guy like Cam.
Everybody.
And I said it when when Belichick cut him that was the league's thing to go ahead and do him like they did my man in San Francisco.
Right, right.
Because I mean he's a great talent. I mean you know what I'm saying. He still got. You can't tell me that it's 31 quarterbacks in the league better than him.
No, 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 no,
It's not. But when you give them some use that distraction and you that personality, a lot of these owners, which we know are conservative, don't want to take a chance on that flamboyancy, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take a chance on the extra and you
no.
know what
Right.
I'm saying? And so, you know, I think it might have been his last shot in the league. Just not because of his talent, but just how things are in the
His
league.
antics. But you know what though? I would say this. I hate it for him, but he done made a lot of money. I hope he invests. Because even
Yeah.
when I seen him on the interview, like I told you about a couple of weeks ago,
Mhm.
dude was like, "Man, ain't nobody want." And he even said it. He was like, "People don't want. They don't know how to take me, and they don't. You know, basically, it's almost like he came to grips that it may be it for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's a shame,
Yeah.
bro. Because it's a lot of teams. But you know, it's things you got to do because we understand first of all, a quarterback on the team is held at a higher standard.
Yes.
Yeah.
A black quarterback on the team is up at a higher standard.
Yeah. Now, this is what I say to that. How many guys have we seen? I heard stories of that was bagging groceries, quarterbacks.
Right.
That was bagging groceries. They got to come back in the league. They got a chance and went on. Matter of fact, Kurt, what's his name from the Rams a couple years ago?
Kurt, talking about
Kurt,
Kurt
I know it's
back in
what was
the
his
day.
name? Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Warner.
Mm-hmm.
He was bagging groceries or whatnot in the grocery store.
Yeah.
They call him out of retirement and give him a chance. So,
Right.
like you said, man, we know what goes on behind the scenes with some of these owners, man.
Right.
And so, it's like once you out of the league, you out.
You out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially
Yeah.
quarterbacks.
Well, you know what? First of all, hey Trinity, how you doing, baby girl? Also, the coaches, like we talked about Lynn from
Yeah.
Chargers. He's a
Uh-huh.
defensive coordinator somewhere. We don't know where, but we won't see him no more.
No.
No,
Done.
no,
The enemy can't even get a job.
Nah.
no,
You know,
no.
so, yeah. So when you got that,
It's a whole. I mean,
you
it's a
got to be
whole nother
Yeah.
world. It's a whole nother show behind that issue, man. Because it's like I think it was. I think me and you talked about it one time. It was how a coach, I believe it was. I don't know if it was I believe it was basketball. A black coach was coaching in the SEC, and he left. He not fired or nothing. He left and went to like a Division II school or something. And they asked him why. They was like, "Well, you got to go, man. Because once you mess up, they fire you in one of these big Power 5 conferences. You never heard from again. If
Right.
you're a black coach,
Right.
it's like, man, you get the job, and so I'd rather take a chance on longevity instead of money.
Did you
Right.
did you see? Did you guys see? You remember Sumlin from Texas A&M?
Yeah, yeah.
You know how they got him out of there and all this kind of stuff. He has the same record, right, as the current coach Jimbo Fisher, right?
Hmm.
The same amount of years, same record, right? Sumlin got the pink slip, and Jumbo just got an extension. Neither
Wow.
one of them won no championships. Didn't he play for a championship? But
Right.
one got fired, the other one got extension.
Crazy.
Well, look at Charlie Strong when he went down to Texas. What was the first
I'm
thing
done. We're done
they?
with it.
Yeah,
We ain't talking about no Charlie. No, I'm talking about Charlie. But anyway, go ahead. Because
No,
that's
but the
go ahead.
first thing they said about Charlie when he down to Texas was the boosters, which is the money men down there in Texas, said he's not. This is before he even coached the game. He's not a head coach. He's a coordinator. So if you going in already behind the eight ball,
Right.
the first bad thing season you got, you gone.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, they also didn't like who he had on his arm either.
Well, you down in the south, so right, right,
I mean, you have to know. You know how we teach these kids, know your environment, know all the kind of stuff. You going
yeah,
down to the heart of Dixie. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? You go down there, and you got
yeah.
somebody on your arm that they ain't dealing with.
Uh,
And Sumlin, I think
well,
Hold on, I think Sumlin's like that too. I think
who?
Sumlin, Texas A&M ex coach,
Yeah,
back
yeah,
coach.
yeah.
I think he has somebody on his arm too, and he's in Texas too.
Texas was that state, man, where they didn't tell them slaves down there they was free to like 3 years later, man.
So,
That's
I mean, that's real talk. So, as a
right.
coach, and I understand that you like, man, these are big schools. I got to rock and roll. I may not get an opportunity. Sometimes you might want to just go ahead and get on saving staff and chill for a little bit and
Yeah,
navigate your way
right.
because you go some of these schools, man, you already know, like you said, man, Texas, I understand, big money, big thing. Bro, you ain't in Florida, man.
Right.
No.
And Florida didn't want you.
And I think that's where he was so naive at, man, with his I understand he was zealous about being playing at a football school and whatnot. But
Right.
man, here you had it made. All you had to do was keep beating Kentucky,
That's
get
it.
us to a decent. I mean, we understand who we are at Louisvil.
Right.
We're never gonna be with the Oklahomas,
Yeah.
the Alabamas. Just keep us happy to basketball season.
And they got you into, like, if you'd wait long enough, they got you to the ACC where you could really
Right.
compete in bigger stage than the AAC and all that kind of stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah, man. You know he regrets that. I mean, ain't nobody gonna
I
regret
know
that.
he
You
do.
know he regrets that, man, because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
went down there, and you got to think, in 5 to 10 years, only people gonna know he was at Texas is Louisville fans.
That's it.
Ain't nobody gonna remember
That's it.
that. Ain't nobody gonna remember
That's
that
it.
cat, man. They might just go
Man,
ahead and just erase this shit from the record books.
Charlie who?
What?
No.
Oh, real quick. This is real quick, and I know we got you on a little later, but this is for Lawan. Lawan,
Bro, man, okay.
what do you think about Jerry Eves? You know what Jerry is. He used to be a former player, assistant coach, stuff. Attending UK game, basically like
My thing with that, because, you know what I'm saying, I've seen that. And to each is his own. You know what I'm saying? You got all the power. You know what I'm saying? It's your every right to go to any game you want. But I think when you're doing it just to be
Feifel.
antagonizing to where you behind the sign, you take your picture from the sign saying "Go Big Blue." When we know the backstory on what you're dealing with Louisville, how you feeling with Louisville right now, I think you more being a troll than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
I mean, that's your right to go to a UK game if you feel like it. I mean, you know what I'm saying, but why all of a sudden?
Yeah. Because hey,
Why all of a sudden?
I ain't gonna lie. We get some tickets, we going. But we
Right.
ain't gonna be like, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
like he was doing.
You're not gonna be taking a
Like,
picture in front of no "Go Big Blue" and
yeah.
You going down there just for the environment. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Our
Right,
sports people,
right,
to
right,
cover the show. You're
right,
not gonna be in your heart cheering for him.
right, right.
And I don't know if he was or not. Or if he just wanted to stir the pot on. That's his
Like
right to go down there.
I think he likes that.
Some people
I
do.
think him,
I do too.
him and Butch. I think they like that.
They do.
And when you have the coach, you remember when even though we know how your feelings with the coach, uh,
Hmm.
he, when you have a coach who's always that he since he came here, he was trying to reach out to the former players. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He, remember he invited them and all this kind of
He
stuff.
did. He did.
Yeah, so I commend him on that, and I also commend that the players is like we tired of hearing our name, our school and this shit. So the president got together, the coach, everybody, and they got everybody together who wanted to come. It was a lot of people missing.
Right.
A lot of the squeaky wheels was missing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know what you about. You're complaining
Yeah.
about it, but you ain't attending the meeting.
You don't want to be part of the solution.
Come on, bro.
You just want to complain, and be part of the solution.
Right, right, right.
So
You
I
know,
mean, when I seen that, man, I was like, okay, you know. I mean, that's his right, and I don't buy it. I mean, you wanted the job here, you didn't get it. You're salty, so enjoy your game down there, because now fans of Louisville look at you different.
oh, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. The only ones who don't is ballot people and probably ballot people who don't even know what's
Well, if,
going on.
if you went on the internet, I'm sure a lot of those people that went to ballot that was graduates that are U of L fans,
Oh yeah,
they looked at it different, man. I mean,
yeah, but there's a lot of clueless people that not on the internet, not on the Twitter. More
right,
people on
right,
Facebook, and I'm pretty sure he post that picture. If he got a Facebook page, I'm pretty sure he did it on that too. Try to get it up.
yeah,
And like you said, you got to be part of the solution. And my whole thing is, what's your end game? Like, I really do
right,
say, look, I'm so mad that when Coach did not get, when Coach they fired, when they got rid of Coach, I should have had the opportunity to be the I mean, what's your end game? Like they
yeah,
never said their end game. I understand they said, well, Coach Payne and all this kind of stuff. Coach Payne didn't have no experience on the stuff, bro. And even though he
right,
brought in recruits, that don't mean you can coach.
right,
So it's like, what's your end game? Like, what would make you, back in with the kid, what would make you happy?
yeah.
What are you looking for? So we can
A
say
head coaching
no.
job,
So we can say no, hell no, get the
right,
hell out of here. Whatever. Like, what
right.
is your end game? That's my whole
That,
thing.
they want to be coaches in Louisville.
Bro, them times done passed for them.
Yeah,
For
it
them,
has. You
both
had
of them.
right.
You was at Simmons College.
Yeah.
That is
On that note, Brother Bump,
Yeah. Uh,
thank you for joining us today.
no
We
doubt. No
appreciate
doubt.
you and everything you do.
that is crazy.
We will definitely be back. This is Bird's Eye View segment with James,
Yes,
with Brother Bump,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Bump.
sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
thank you guys for watching the show tonight. God bless.
Absolutely bad.
Peace.
Look, I ain't even got to look. I can't even play it. I just got to go and end this. But the intro ain't even coming on.
Oh my god.